Welcome back, adventurers. Well, finally the moment of truth. Today we see the final result of our colour choice for our new Portofino 52 Expedition Aluminium Cat. We're very nervous and very excited at the same time. Did we choose the wrong colour? And will it be grotesque? Or will it live up to our expectations? So here it is, out in the open for all the world to see. Did we make the right call? So kick off your shoes and come barefoot with us. Where are we, honey?
We are back in Dubai. Woohoo!
And we're always really excited to be in Dubai because we get to see the Portofino. So we're almost here. So we're going to turn you around. Have a look. Exciting. Wow. There's Rafa right there.
He's lost weight.
He has lost weight. Oh my goodness! It's the man himself, Mr. Portofino. How are you? Wow.
Oh, baby.
Hey Alex, how are you going? Good to see you again.
Hi Alex, how you doing?
Off
Good to see you.
Full team welcome.
Welcome to the Portofino 52. We are back in Dubai and we are very excited to be back on the 52 having a look to see the progress. Now the progress that's been made has been quite a lot since the last time, but the first thing you notice, it's completely painted apart from a few little bits and pieces, and it absolutely looks stunning. I mean, we are so happy with the color. The color in different lights reflects, you know, it's lighter in different lights than it is in, and the shadows actually make it look like there's all sorts of different multiple colors on the boat, but it's actually just the shadows. And it really shows up the beautiful contours and the wonderful angles that the boat actually has. There's been a lot of work gone into the shape, the contours and the angles of this boat so it doesn't just look like a tank. So very excited about that. So guys, if you really like our videos and you want to support us and encourage us to keep going, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because then you get notified when another video comes out so you don't miss what we're up to next. And there's some really exciting stuff. We've got the boat going in the water for the first time. We've got the mast going on in Italy. We've got, you know, greeting the boat when we see it on the container ship, and we've got all sorts of exciting stuff happening. So you don't want to miss that, right?
That's right.
I don't want to miss that. So like and subscribe. Wow, look at the foam.
Feel the difference.
Wow, you can feel the temperature drop straight away.
Wow.
Well, I feel like I'm in a cave. But it's cooler. It's so much cooler. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's much cooler. Several degrees.
Several degrees.
Almost don't need air conditioning with this.
And look at these beautiful windows.
You see from inside how it's here, from outside it's looking dark.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you've recessed them.
It's so spacious in here. Feel the temperature, and we're in the hot sun.
Yeah.
There's
That's
so
really
much
good.
difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really, wow. That's made so much difference.
The first one.
Oh, yeah.
Running.
Now, obviously, you can see all the insulation that's been put on the outside of the boat. That's through to the main cabin. Double bed there. A front area with an office. And this is the starboard engine area. Full standing headroom. And this is the small engine room. There are the holes taking the controls up to the steering position. And that's the big hatch to let the engine in and out. Probably hasn't been noticed before, but this is classic big ship hatch. Big hatch door to keep this area sealed off if necessary from water or fire, and into this absolutely enormous owner's cabin. In here will be the desk and a sofa at the end with a pull-out into a double bed, and then we're going to have cupboards on both sides. Considering this is going to be an expedition boat with good and hopefully excellent performance, we still have a lot of space. Now the windows are in, which is really nice because now you get a really good sense of how much light's coming in. Really lovely big windows. And oh my God, can't she talk? She just keeps on blah, blah, blah.
Hello, who are you talking to? Are you talking to them again?
I'm talking to them, but I was saying she never shuts up. She just talks and talks.
Well, that's funny because I'm talking to them too. So who of them are you talking to? Because I'm talking to them.
I'm talking to more of them.
So guys, I hope you like what you see so far. I'm really excited with the colour. Boy, that was a big thing.
Colour. The colour is spectacular.
It was such a big thing because once you're committed and you paint it, we don't want to have to paint it all over again if it just doesn't work.
Wow.
And it works so well in different lights. You could say, oh, our boat's painted blue. And in a different light, you might say, oh, no, it's more silver. You know, so...
Or turquoise.
In different shades, you get a different colour boat with this colour. It's amazing.
It's lovely.
It's stunning.
So, it's the front cabin. Aft cabin. The
Shower toilet.
Shower toilet there. Second
Toilet.
toilet in the bow.
Look, people would have bowsprit envy.
Io non gli faccio vedere che riesco.
Is that even a thing?
You see this one?
Oh yeah.
When I close, this will be tight by this trolley and pull everything in this direction.
Wow, very clever, isn't it?
And it will be straight like this. But when you lift this, increase the length to allow it to bend properly.
Yeah.
With no stress for the cable. There we put a plate where you have the junction. Then if you need to replace this cable, you don't need to pull out all the cable. You can replace from here.
Yep, great.
And as you come through, you notice these beautiful poles that I love.
You love these poles.
I do love these poles because they are such a feature. They're not just like normal poles. They're poles that are beautiful as well as structural for the boat. And of course, here we have along here, we are having our barbecue and also seats as well. So there will be a back seat of some sort, and then we'll be having the Portofino 47's platform, but we'll be having a platform just like that. Cork on the top, which will be light and it'll be easy on your feet and not hot or anything like that. And it'll also match the corking that's on the floor. And also, if you notice around the bottom, around there, or I guess it's the top of the platform, there's a black rubber rail, and that's so that when the dinghy bumps against the aluminium, there's a bumper bar.
Scratch.
Yeah, so that's cool too. These are temporary, yeah.
Temporary.
No pole dancing for you.
Temporary.
Yeah. So you can see our lovely big lounge area here, outside cockpit table and dining area. Lovely and spacious. Plenty of storage underneath. This here is another feature that I love, which is the double day bed. So there's room enough for 2 people and some, and it's going to be lovely and cushiony, and we'll be able to hang out here and have our wine or cup of tea or coffee, read a book. Read a book, can you imagine that? Reading a book? How good would that be? And then in here, like there's a little storage place, and there's always stuff that you need to store. And one of my beefs is having a really messy boat, because there's always stuff. You've got hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, you know, like just stuff. These kind of things are really good because you can put stuff in them that you need, and they're easy access, and you just need them. As you can see, the lines are dropping down into, would normally be bags, but it's actually dropping down into these these big cupboards. But there's so much room in there. It'll probably have boaty stuff in there. But all on here and all on here is going to have cork. So that will be really very nice on the feet, and it'll really help my varicose veins, because when you're walking on hard surfaces all the time, the veins hurt. So isn't that precious? Now up here, what you didn't see last time, come up these stairs, the rails are on. So these rails here are to protect anyone from not falling into that hatch, that open hatch there, but the doors are actually open up this way, so that shouldn't be an issue. But it's still nice to have some protection up here. And look at these. They've got like really cool little things, seagulls along here. But have a look at the colour of these stairs in just different light. And these treads will have cork on them, of course. So you'll do step, 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 and up on here, onto the non-slip.
So this is the steering station. The wheel will be here. The engine controls will be there or there. These are the winches. We have 2 electric winches and 1 manual winch. The lines run from the mast down into these 2 grooves, coming back to these 2 winches, and the lines from the spinnaker or the code 0 come from the rear up through this area, round the back there, into the jammer here, to be worked by this winch. Oh,
isn't it nice?
Okay, and now obviously these channels will have a covering of apparently plexiglass or something of that. Did they say plexiglass?
Plexiglass.
I don't know. Anyway, that'll be interesting. So that's the steering position. Lines dropping all the way down into deep bags, and the rest of that area will be able to be used for storage. I can see.
The mast is a bit short.
Yeah, I don't know why they only put the mast that big in. I'm hoping we can extend it somehow, because
Please make a comment about the mast, because we're really worried that it's just a little bit too short.
Yeah, Raphael said the boom was very long, so that'd compensate for the very short mast. But of course, we've got such a high-performance boat, we don't need a big mast.
We're kidding, guys.
So the other thing here that is interesting, with me standing at normal height, I can see the stanchion at the bow there, and I can see the stanchion at the bow over there. On most boats, I can't actually even see the stanchions on the port bow and with the steering position here, but here we can, so that's great. We have obviously anti-slip being painted onto the roof, which is an issue all of its own. The Traveller runs backwards and forwards.
But look at these beautiful windows, and look at the angles, and it's super dark tinted glass, but inside you still see outside quite well. But look, if you just go down like this, you can actually see all these gorgeous angles as they continue right across the front of the bow there. It's just beautiful, stunning.
But really nice foreground. That'd be you.
Okay guys, so now we have a little dilemma.
Big dilemma.
So the dilemma is the anti-skid. Now the anti-skid is great. We went for a very coarse anti-skid, but in actual fact, this top was supposed to be painted the same blue as this. But the dilemma came because this is a metallic blue, which you can't do the anti-skid in the metallic blue. So the guys decided, why not do it in the charcoal color, which is the trim everywhere, which is beautiful, and it is beautiful. But the dilemma is, we're worried how hot this anti-skid's going to be if it's kept that color. I mean, it's not as black because it's charcoal, but it is still a dark color. But we're just worried that the dark is going to be so hot.
Please let us know in comments if you think this will make the boat unbearably hot because it is too dark. And if you do think we should change it, let us know what you think we should change that color to that will still match the rest of the boat. And that is the tricky one.
So guys, these are the chain plates. I presume the biggest one is for the main shrouds, the next one is for the inner shrouds, and this is, I think the third one is the lifting point when we want to lift the boat. So we can hook, instead of putting a sling all the way around the bottom of the boat, we just put one here, one on the other side, and two on the bow, where we have similar points of attachment, and the boat can be lifted up with all four contacts. Fantastic.
So guys, come. I want to show you the space that's up here. Look at all this space here. Is that not a huge space? This is enough space for our veggie garden right here. Look at this. We have a veggie garden with a cover over top so it doesn't get hit by breaking waves and salt water. This is a massive area. I can do yoga out here. I can meditate. I can sit cross-legged. Look at this. Make sure you get the color of this. And look at these beautiful art pieces. They're just gorgeous. If you've loved this video, don't stop now. Click the link and dive into even more jaw-dropping features of the stunning Portofino. And trust me, you won't want to miss the upcoming episodes. We're revealing cutting-edge fire safety lithium battery compartments, Portofino design secrets, and incredible engine installation, and so much more. Hit that link and keep the adventure going.